Fuck you. I've been outside all goddamn day. I'm so fucking dry right now.
Oh my Jesus.
I could probably jerk off and make fucking a pile of shavings on the ground right below how dry I am.
Welcome back.
Oh, we were on. Great.
I have to keep that. I don't know.
No, that's good. Yeah.
I have to keep it, right?
That's real good. I like it.
Oh, man.
It's good shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
I really hope the cops don't like descend on our location during the middle of this because that fucking 911 call.
I think we're good. They didn't even call me back.
Good.
Matt accidentally
that
called
what
the cops.
Your phone is recording.
Do you want this?
What is it?
Stylus.
It's supposed to record. We're recording on everything.
I thought you were looking for your phone to see if they called you back.
I've never used one of these before.
Basically
so.
a stylus. But if you write, I don't know if there's anything you need to write for, but...
I'm taking notes. I have to write down every time we use a racial stereotype or
Hey
slur.
guys, you're blocking the head with your bottles.
I am?
I don't know
What?
who's... What you guys...
No, that's the Coke can we put there to catch the ash. But I guess we don't need it. It can be moved. Get that Coke can out of your chew. Yeah. I needed that. For later.
Sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We needed it.
We needed it?
I did. I said it's trash.
Oh, yeah.
I do the thing live.
Okay, now the real opening.
What do you think? It's the first time we've ever got to hear it as we're doing it.
Shout out to W, our friend Riley. That is _ double UU.
That was kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Almost
Got that.
it almost
radio voice.
almost makes us look like we know what we're doing.
We don't.
No.
We don't. We're getting there though. We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out.
We're definitely faking it till we make it.
I'm your friend, your host, the Corn Dog Daddy, Caden. Again, we've got Rich Ranchy back with us, and we just decided to keep old Great Value Garcia with us too. So.
I like that.
Great Value Garcia.
So, how's you guys' week been?
Tell you what, fam, it's been good. It's been a good week with all this snow and everything. The missus has had a few snow days, so it's been.
Did you guys
good.
have a snow day today?
Yeah. Because so many people, I guess, live
Oh, we had a snow day.
out of town or whatever. Yeah. So, plus our road crew is beyond incompetent. It boggles my mind. I mean, not
Which is pretty funny because he was road crew today. That's what Matt did.
Yeah, they take care of Washington, like the main street, but fuck every other street, right?
Well, no. The thing is that our Chillicothe road crew, they don't do Washington Street. That's MoDOT.
Oh, that is MoDOT. So yeah, it is
So
trash.
Chillicothe just doesn't do shit.
They do not.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
I almost texted you because like I've been giving Steve shit all week because he's a giant vagina when it comes to snow, and I almost like texted you and said I almost don't blame you because they don't do shit here. Kansas City's better.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, I am not a vagina when it comes to snow. Thank you. I drove here today, didn't I?
That was after
And I
MoDOT.
I didn't say anything about like. All I said was, I just don't want to get out in the snow. So I did all my shopping during the blizzard as it's coming down. Don't you think that's a little like courageous? Bit of a heroic.
Just driving.
Yeah, it is just driving.
I think you're a vagina because you're already blowing it up too much.
No. I'm trying to blow it up so that you kind of get where I'm coming from
happening.
here.
When it comes to like I'm pretty even keel, hard to make angry. Mostly because I compartmentalize all of my rage whenever I drive. Like
Yeah,
I am
like a woman.
I just curse and
Hey, I do that. Actually, no, I freaking just scream as loud as possible. Like, there's one time I was yelling at some car in front of me driving when I was a delivery driver at Pizza Hut. And when I get back, Jenny gets a call, from someone at the park there. You know that turn right before Pizza Hut, like the Grave Street Park.
Yeah.
Get a call saying that I was screaming profanity at them when I was actually because it was back when I had my Geo Prism and the windows were down because it was hot.
Wait, play the drop. So we've had a lot happen the last couple weeks in PPD. If you guys missed it, we each had our a go at Escargo.
Yeah.
That was also kind of our first broke versus bougie that we
In a way, yes,
that we
it
ever
was.
really had
It was.
separately. I think it worked out well. Very natural.
Nothing about what I ate was natural.
Well, the funny thing is you guys had opposite opinions on mine.
Yeah. So his was like legit escargot, I guess.
Like the color of it.
No,
and
it was
stuff.
like it was actually cooked in like a sauce and like
It
there
was like
flavor added.
scampi sauce, basically.
So
Yeah.
you said it was kind of garlicky, buttery,
Very garlicky, yeah.
buttery garlic stuff. The eggs were not like that. The eggs just sort of like I couldn't tell what tasted like what. I couldn't tell if the snail tasted like eggs or if the eggs tasted like snail. It was just one big mass conglomeration of.
And
I kind of like whenever you guys made yours, for some reason in my head I got like a feeling that that yours tasted like grassy, grainy.
no.
No,
Mm-mm.
I don't
No.
know why.
It was like chewing on an eyeball.
That
I understand that. I did.
You know that
I did
feel?
get that. Well, I mean
Yeah, it's
I
like
think
that feel.
your like overall like the shape of it, it looked a lot like mine. So I mean, I think mine was probably prepared.
ours were
a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
ours
I-
were
I
very
think, like,
amorphous looking.
texture and shape wise. Well, I didn't have any of the shells. Your guys's.
Dude,
You
guys'
couldn't tell
shells look
apart the
fucking-
shell from
There
the
was- it
body.
was all
It was all
mushy.
just mush.
Well, I also
Junk.
never gagged, and all three of you did gag.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would
Definitely
say
gagged.
I would say bougie wins this one. Although
That liver wasn't very good though.
liver was bad, man.
No good on liver.
You guys remember Doug, the cartoon?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Remember how he hated liver and onions?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the liver. He wasn't talking about chicken liver. It even looked like that. And there was onions there. I literally just had like Doug's least favorite meal, and it was way more expensive than we're ever gonna get used for. But
No good. My mom used to be. I don't know
Oh,
if she
yeah.
eats it, but she loves liver and onions.
I used to like it because she never told me it was liver.
dude,
Either that or I didn't know what liver was at the point.
it was like somebody smashed up a bunch of Vienna sausages, and then just like into like a nice cake, and then grilled it back into a solid piece.
So it was dope.
Yeah, Vienna sausages are good, bro.
Yeah, I guess I like Vienna sausages too.
You have to be in a certain mood, right? Like if you're camping or something.
There is.
I think
there is a
maybe if
mood
I was
for 'em.
eating this liver out of a can instead of like from a fancy French restaurant,
Yeah.
I think I might have liked
Maybe,
it
perhaps
better.
the French preparation is really what kind of threw things off.
I
mean,
mean,
it is-
okay, my
they are
brother,
French.
he went to the French Culinary Institute of New York, which is like a really high end like culinary school, and so I like French food a lot. And so like in my head, whenever I like to get a little bit adventurous with my food, so whenever I like ordered this, I was like, this will be a fun bit, but I think I might actually like this. And that fucking liver was expensive, most expensive thing I've had, like one of the most expensive dishes I've ever had. And I had one bite, like you guys saw it. Like Luna had.
Seriously?
Luna liked
She
it.
ate more than me. Yeah.
Good God.
It was
Why would
nice.
you
How
do
can
that?
a liver
I don't
be
know I could do
expensive?
that. Yeah.
It's
It's like the
like the part-
least desirable
They literally
piece
throw
of
it
the
away.
animal.
Well, there was a trout option, but I just didn't think that would get the views.
It's all for clout, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Please,
Clout
please,
trout.
I didn't
please
pick it
like
because I
and
was like,
subscribe
this will
right
help
now.
those snails go down.
Go ahead and drop a like below. Use your computer to give us that subscribe
Or phones.
button.
We
Or-
are on the internet.
Yes. And if you have a smartphone, you have access to all that information right now. Remember when, like, in school, they're like, oh, someday you'll be able to have access to all the information and it'll make everyone smarter.
They were half right.
Yeah, it actually had the opposite effect.
I had
Now everyone's
all my potential down the drain.
Yeah.
Because of the internet.
Mhm.
Yep. Now I talk about my penis with my two dastardly
With your
friends.
homies. Penile homies.
Oh, also, we forgot to mention
Yeah.
no beignet Bob, no Spencer.
Yeah, he wasn't able to make it.
Yeah. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, our beloved and cherished friend Beignet Bob was unable to attend tonight's recording. We're gonna
Still chokes me up.
take a little moment of silence here out of respect and reverence for our friend.
Just go ahead and do one of these numbers.
Amen.
He's the heart and soul of PPD. He really is. He's like our mascot.
Love the guy.
Love him. Fucking
Absolutely love
hilarious.
him.
God damn, he's funny.
Yeah, and he's kind of handsome too. And I
Not
heard
conventionally. Not
heard,
conventionally.
heard
but
through the
handsome.
grapevine that he is single and ready to mingle.
He was.
He's very single. Yeah. Yes.
Is the video still rolling? Or is
I was gonna say, where's the
is
video?
it just behind the thing now?
Yes.
Who cares?
I do.
No
It's
one
not.
wants to
It's not like it's
fucking
much to look at.
look at.
Oh,
my
you guys
ugly
look
mug here.
magnificent.
No one wants to see the externalities of my guff.
We are. We're back in the new studio, by the way. It's like our. I mean, it's not that we're not going to record at the other place, but I mean,
This is just.
I
an
don't
easy
think we've
place to
ever
meet up.
published a video of recording in my place, though.
Not to date.
I
No.
I haven't gotten
Not
to the Aaron because I was having
Oh,
trouble.
that's right.
Having troubles with videos. So like, I think we have 2 episodes that I'm going to once I have time backlog and put on if you guys want to see that. They're really good episodes. So it's the second part of Christmas Gunt. And,
Oh yeah.
and also the snail race with our lovely friend Aaron. It was awesome. The voice made for radio.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
and also
Good for real.
by far the
Sultry.
nicest member of the PPD
You're
family.
so nice.
Yes,
I look forward to meeting you, Aaron. Look forward to meeting the
you're
guy.
just a delightful person. Makes us all look like assholes, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
And rightfully
Absolutely.
so. Yes.
Sometimes you really can judge a book by its cover. So I can drink half a beer and I'm blitzed.
We got pretty high, just contact high on accident
Yeah.
last time.
Now when it comes to the weed, though, yeah.
I think weed makes you a little horny. A little
Perhaps.
hot. Gets you a
I'm-
little lost in the
perhaps.
sauce.
Yeah, like the past 2 nights when you and I have been talking to each other on Messenger, real late at night, I've been feeling it.
Pretty stoned.
Yeah. But I wasn't able to get to sleep, and nighttime's the only time the fucking baby sleeps nowadays, so I was
That'll
using
do
it to
the
try
trick.
and get to sleep, and
Yeah.
then last night or the night before, my teeth were bugging me so much. I'm like, fuck this. So I just laid in bed and was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I don't
And
think-
I don't remember for the life of me what we talked about.
Well, I was sleeping
It's on
whenever
my
you
phone.
told me that. I woke up and deliriously saw it, and I was like, nice.
Oh yeah, that was
Then I went back to
my
sleep.
my little interaction with Subway. I was really concerned for their social media guy, because
You were high when that happened.
yeah, that's what that's from.
I didn't see it whenever I actually saw that. That was another I just scrolled my phone half awake, and I saw you tell me that you're high, and then I was like, Steve's talking to the Subway guy.
But I did kind of mean it. I was like, I hope you're having a good day. I'm sure you
Subway,
get a lot of shit.
Jared.
No, not that one.
No, the actual Twitter,
yeah.
official Twitter account for Subway, for some
Oh.
reason,
Jamba Juice follows
commented
me.
on my post. Such a stupid, innocuous post about Super Bowl food. And for some reason, I guess I was just really moved by that.
Yeah.
Thank you, brand. And so I just was like, dude, I hope you're having a good night. I'm going to
But
pray for you
Also,
tonight, bro.
Nobody eats fucking Subway for Super Bowl food
No.
unless they get one of those 40
They got the
footers or
giant
something.
sub things, but
Nobody wants that.
No,
It's a ton of bread.
I want to eat that when it's not Super Bowl though.
Bread nowadays, just like I think I have like some like PTSD from all this stomach shit because
From
it's
your
like,
carb stuff, are you
yeah.
afraid to eat bread now?
No, the idea of like a Subway sandwich, which I love Subway, just like it terrifies. I don't think I can ever have. I can't do it. It's
Bro, Italian urban cheese, not even for that.
that's my favorite bread. I can't not, dude. There's I don't know what it is about this goddamn bread, but goddamn, it's fucking killing me. It's killing me.
Pour one out for our homie here,
Oh, he
right
did.
there. Beautiful.
Yep.
I hope I slip on that. I'm getting some workers' comp out of this shit.
Immediate regret. Like the last drink of my beer.
That's more of a sacrifice. The homies appreciate it more.
So at this time, I would like to revisit a very special video we watched last week. Because Matt didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
And like I said last time, this isn't anything I found. This was on your mom's house a couple weekends ago.
Hold the phone. We can smoke in here?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to bug you.
We all smoke.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but
Well, frick, can I steal one off you?
yeah.
See, if I'm gonna
I'm sorry.
if I'm gonna get secondhand high off of Caden's weed, then he's gonna get secondhand cancer off my cigarette.
I got the secondhand guff.
Unfortunate, but
Have you guys cracked the code yet?
all right. Let me cue this up here for the homie.
So, look, like I said, this video was your mom's
we don't
house
have the
video.
ashtray in
It's
here.
not ours, but it's about as on brand as it gets for us. Seeing as like episode 1 was all about this shit. But what's his name? Lux Maximus
Lux
is the name.
Maximus
We're probably gonna fast forward
YouTube.
through a lot of this shit. So if you guys want to look up his,
boys, here we go. I just came back from the gym. I definitely see some stains here.
Oh, my God.
Where the bunghole was, right? Kind of look like shit stains. Oh, yeah, there's the pussy right there.
No. Dude, he's a...
Oh, that is pungent. That is pungent. You know,
Is that a good thing?
the shit part. I think so. You can actually smell some shit.
He even laughed.
Erection achieved. Erection fucking achieved. Holy fuck, I'm gonna have fun with this tonight. Shit mixed with piss, mixed with fucking teenage pussy juice.
God.
My goodness, this is gonna be gurking off today, buddies. This is looks
you say
Maximus.
gherkin?
He
Gherkin.
said gherkin.
Drink my protein shake.
He said gherkin.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be gurking off today, boys.
I gherk off.
What a goddamn video. Is there anything more on brand than what you just fucking witnessed though?
Good
That hits.
God. That guy is like perpetually the darkest thoughts in every dude's mind.
Dude,
But that's his personality.
yeah, it's just like the most just unchecked. God, what kind of testosterone? He's
Yeah,
he's
man.
probably
I
putting
think
like
maybe he's
the
on some supplements or
the
something.
ketamine equivalent to testosterone, like horse
Gotta be.
testosterone.
Because I mean,
It's probably
He
like
just-
steroids. He's like ungodly horny or something all
just
the time.
just
He
a
was working out at
naturally
2
horny
a.m..
dude. Yeah, dude.
If you're working out at 2 a.m.,
You gotta be on some
that
goofballs
just
or
sounds
something.
terrible, dude. If I work out past like 6, I'm pissed off. Like it's over.
If I work out at all, I am bedridden for the next several days. But I mean, that's pretty obvious.
I thought you were bedridden anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why we were gonna use that can now.
To Ash.
I fucked up.
To shit in?
Balake.
Well, I mean, I literally poured beer on the floor, so
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything.
yeah.
Also, the can is like still right there, so.
I can't reach it.
All right, true to our promise. Let's regroup.
I feel like I can. Does it smell like shit in here to you guys?
I can't smell.
No.
Are you talking shit on my ganja?
No. I feel like I can smell my balls after that.
You probably can't.
I mean, I'm surprised you don't
I
smell your balls all the time anyway.
Well, no, I showered today. Caden told me I had to. So I did.
We're in an enclosed area. This guy was trying to wipe his balls all over his fucking, all up in these streets.
Look, man, I've got real dry skin.
He
all
balls hard.
So I don't shower every single day. I can't do it. Otherwise, like, my skin would just literally erupt in eczema.
You gotta wash the balls at least, man.
Well, I told you what I do. I use baby wipes to keep keep the.
It's a whore's bath.
So you spot clean your balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a little
Spot
spot
mop.
clean. Because usually, like, I'll wake up in the mornings and, like, the space between my balls and legs, like the groin joint or whatever it's called, it'll usually have some like some lint balls going on in there, because I'll sweat real hard at night, and then I'm picking up little lint from the cotton sheets, so, like, if I don't wipe as soon as I wake up, like, I'll sit down on the toilet and I'll leave like this little, like, a little rubbing mark, a little line.
From your penis?
No, from the groin joint. I don't know what it's called.
You gotta
Pelvis?
clean your balls more, man.
I
Pelvis?
clean my balls just fine.
Yeah.
My balls are quite clean.
The
Thank
description
very
you just
much.
gave is quite contradictory.
No, because it's not coming from my balls. It's coming from that space.
You need to clean that space.
That's what I just said I'm doing.
Not
That's
enough.
what I said I'm doing.
Not enough.
I just
You just defending
no,
everything that I'm
overnight.
saying you need to do.
I'm
Obviously,
telling
there's
you,
some issues.
overnight, it accumulates. So I wake up and I wipe that part off.
So that you need to get some like scrubbing bubbles for your gooch.
Just
I
wear
do.
a tampon.
You can just stamp
They're just
that on.
do they? There needs to be something made where you can just. It's like a.
Like the concept of like
Yeah.
like scrubbing bubbles, where you just sweat like turns it into like
It turns
soap.
it into blue soap.
Yeah, so your balls are just good blue.
Yeah. The good.
Just wear
blue,
a maxi pad.
Blue means clean, and everyone into it.
Just wear a maxi
We all
pad.
know that.
Yeah, with some essential oils on the inside.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you like menthol, get that nice cold right in the gooch.
I try and not.
You don't want menthol there.
No. I try and not do many scented things because as a big guy, my body produces a lot of foul odor, and a lot of times, if you try and use stuff that's got like perfume or like a heavy scent in it, you're not going to end up smelling like that perfume or that scent. It's just going to smell like ball.
Well, I think
With a hint of, rose garden or
I think that's why
vanilla
fellas
pomegranate or
usually
whatever.
don't wear perfume. You have like more like leathery, oaky type smells.
yeah, you want a musk. I'm not.
I miss Axe
Yeah,
spray.
you definitely want a musk, which is why I kind of cultivate this area down here.
I mean, we're podcasting. Manscaped, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, help
Man,
a brother out.
You sponsor everybody, and this guy desperately needs some ball butter.
Yeah, I need the butter. I need
Some
the
ball balm.
What are they called?
I
need the,
think it's called
the
ball
spot
butter.
wipes.
If it's not ball butter, it needs to be ball butter.
I need the wipes. I need help. Is what I need.
It's called Scrum Syrup.
And that's the name of the episode. Sometimes they just pick themselves.
I was just thinking, like, what would be a good name other than ball butter?
It's a fucking wonderful name. Scrum Syrup. I'm gonna fucking write a song for that.
God.
Scrum Syrup sounds like a song that like Travis Scott would write.
Scrum Syrup.
Scrum Syrup.
Getting my scrum syrup on you. Getting it all upon you.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I don't know, man. It's just my whole life I've been a big dude, and so I've always been real big on the hygiene. Always
Same.
been real big on the hygiene.
Same,
But
because
then as I got older, I started having a lot more problems with my eczema, and like shower, hard water would make things a lot worse. So now I shower like every 3 days, and I just do kind of maintenance scrubbing on like the gooch areas and stuff like that in between.
yeah,
And after a while, like once your body's like natural, like bacteria and stuff take over, you don't get BO. Like the BO that you're accustomed to, it all goes away.
I hear Matthew McConaughey says the same thing.
It's true. I didn't really believe it at first. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna be real stinky, but I'm doing it for the sake of my skin here. But no, it definitely goes away. It's good. It just takes a while.
I'm more driven to believe that you just get used to your own smell, and you still probably stank. It's like every time Matt sees me, he's like, "Well, yeah, that's got that Caden stank on it," and he means that I smell like pot, but I never smell the pot on me. I'm always like, "Does it really?" And Matt can't smell shit. Like he literally can't smell shit. You could.
I mean,
you could
yeah,
take a
I
dump
know-
Right
I
here
know-
And you wouldn't smell it. You
yeah.
smell the pot on it.
I know my sniffer is definitely miscalibrated just because I smoke. So I mean, I know that my taste and my smell is off, but my wife has no problem.
wife?
She's got no problem telling me if I smell. She uses a specific. She uses a word. She says grummy. That's the word. She's you're getting a little grummy.
Grummy.
Yeah,
That's
that's when I know that I haven't
that's like a step past
keeping
grimy.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. It actually,
That sounds not good.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
But
I
that,
think-
you know,
I think you
once
should
I reach
you
that
should,
point.
You know, the goal is to, you know, maybe not go straight from grummy to clean, but maybe grummy to grimy.
Yeah, I mean,
You can improve.
you just it's all
Set
about
goals.
those little marginal improvements.
Yeah, I'd say aim for grimy.
Progress is progress.
Grummy's not ideal.
No,
Grummy's
it's not.
ideal.
Grummy, you can smell through your pants.
Matt every once in a while gets scuzzy, which is like even a
Is that
Scuzzy.
below?
yeah.
Is that below grummy?
I get
you think?
schlubby. I don't get scuzzy. He goes scuzz. I go schlub. So it's different.
And a lot of that has to do with whether you're cut or uncut and how good the cut was if you're cut.
Well, that's
Like,
I was about to. Say
like if
something
you're,
else.
like if you're cut like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, or if you're cut like
No, I mean
at
circumcised.
birth,
talking-
yeah,
yeah,
if you're a
yeah.
Jewish.
That's where I was not going.
Oh.
Are you uncircumcised?
No, but my cyberpunk guy. He's
Yeah,
actually.
I knew
deleted
you'd
that shit.
choose
Does
that
he have
one.
a real big foreskin, like a hanger?
Dude.
Well, it also looks like alive whenever you use that one.
Yeah.
So it's like squirming around and shit.
Yeah, because it wiggles.
Yeah, they give it a little.
they give it a little
But I
wiggle.
mean,
laminate.
okay, if
animation.
you have a character and you're able to customize his penis, and you've always been circumcised, why would you not go uncircumcised? Like
Yeah, just to see.
And the same for
Just see what's up.
otherwise. Actually, I would say that if you have an uncircumcised penis, that's not even a video game thing. Just like, why wouldn't you just cut your penis? Get fucking circumcised.
Why aren't you just sitting around cutting your penis?
I hope none of our list. You know, I think.
Do we have any Jewish listeners?
Our Twitter friends, I think they're younger than we thought.
I think they are too. Yeah.
Scrambles, I
they're
thought
too.
was like closer to your age, and he was talking about iCarly today, and we're too
Oh,
old for
dude.
iCarly. He said he was in his late 20s, but
Oh,
I mean, we're too old. I mean, we're well too old for that.
I'm more Drake and Joshy.
Yeah, we're
Right
more
before.
original. Maybe I mean, Will and Scrambles. It's
That's
old
close.
eggs. I feel like he could just enjoy that stuff. He's a little bit more
Yeah.
wholehearted and
Yeah.
nice and not as jaded.
He's probably
as
just a
us.
couple years younger than us, maybe.
Well, that's a big difference. You and me are born on like a cusp age of like we're half this like we're in the middle of millennials, and half the millennials were like pre-internet growth, and the other half were like
Remember,
always in the internet.
We had both
Yeah.
sides.
It grew up with us. We
Yeah.
had both, yeah. And so I mean,
we
like
got older, new shit came out like
I
every
always
year.
say, like whenever we started school, computer class for us
Oh man,
was like, hey, type QWERT and then make this like basically a GIF like dunk.
Yeah.
And that's like what you
Yeah.
do. And
And now it's just a
whenever I graduated high
Have
school,
computer
I
classes
graduated
now?
high school with a tech certificate in microcomputer applications.
yeah.
I don't even know
yeah.
what the fuck that means.
What is? Yeah. What the
That's
It
fuck
means
what
I
is
can
that?
use Word really good.
What does micro?
it means?
microcomputer,
It means that
like
like I
your
can
phone?
half-ass produce a podcast 10 years later. that's
means
what
we
it
can just
fucking means.
barely scrape together
Yeah,
a podcast.
It means that if you give me a half a year, I can almost have a decent sounding fucking podcast. But I don't fucking know. Is this too fucking stupid? But like,
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I took one too many hits.
that's too high.
I was trying to wait for me to understand what you're talking
Okay,
about.
that form of satire is like.
I'm
at
so
risk.
sorry. Hey, can we take a break? I'm so sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll cut this out. I'll cut this out.
Okay, I just needed
Food
to.
for thought.
Just needed to.
It,
It's terrible. So if you got to change out that bed sheet,
repulsive.
Yeah. You'll start itching.
You guys just keep rolling and talking about your gross house feet. I want to go pee.
Yeah.
It's not just my feet either.
Dude,
My feet are terrible. Like,
No, they are.
No lie. They're bad.
Like, I didn't say anything just because I know how you've struggled with it your whole life.
they're
you know
bad, yeah.
how cracked
They're
they
so
get.
bad.
I feel so bad for
Yeah,
you
They suck.
because I've seen you had to like physically shave them in the past.
Yeah, like I sometimes
With, like,
have
a
to take
razor blade.
Yeah, like a razor blade, or like
Dude.
now I have a real sharp knife.
But dude, I will say this: in the house you live at now, there was one time I came back because you were getting something, and I came back and saw your bed, and I saw the white ashy area of the foot of your bed where your feet were, and it looked like somebody had ashed like 20 cigarettes on it and smothered it in the sheet, because it's like that's where his feet rest.
Yeah.
And like that's when I was like, damn, that's bad.
It does. It
I
is
feel
pretty
so
bad.
bad.
It
And,
is
like,
pretty bad.
I
Yeah.
have it a little bit. I just have like mild athlete's foot all the time. Like all the time. Like I think I've had it since I graduated.
You know who's got some dry ass feet?
Who?
AT.
Oh yeah. Probably. I can see that.
My shit's bad, dude. Like I wake up.
No,
Every
because
morning,
I'm
and-
pretty sure I've seen his dusty feet when we were at the lake house for the first time.
He said
Dusty.
dusty because he didn't want to say
Dusty
ashy.
feet.
Ashy. Shut your mouth. Why does everything have to be racist? Jesus.
How is Ashy racist? I thought that was what they.
Oh, no.
They said.
I think of it just because of Chappelle's Ashy Larry. So it's like, that's the word.
I don't get it.
It's because he's ashy because he sheds a lot of skin.
If someone's ashy, they're ashy. It doesn't mean that they're black.
Wait. Ashy's good as black. I don't know.
Is it?
I think you can technically, but I mean, you were just talking about ashiness, and then you're just like, I have dry skin. That's the same thing.
What? Wait a minute. So
Because
if I say ashy, I'm referring to my dry skin. No.
What I'm saying is,
So ashy-
cocoa butter can probably fix your fucking problems.
Now that's racist.
What?
No,
Dude, it's like not racist because he just suggested it to you. No, you're gonna have to probably tag this. I'm pretty sure for a white guy it would be coconut butter.
no, I'm keeping that. I'm cutting mine, but I'm keeping that. Man, you've had some good one-liners this week.
Good.
Matt's one-liners is saving this episode.
Oh fuck me.
You know what I care about? Because
Fucking vagina and the pussy sex.
so here's the thing. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's just been snowing like nonstop, pretty much. So guess who I saw Friday night on my way home through a snowstorm?
Fucking Jack Frost.
The most high answer given is the not high.
Unicycle guy
No way.
Oh,
in the blizzard.
No way.
Unicycle guy.
Oh,
And
How was
he
he doing?
shit.
I don't fucking know. And he was going up my hill. He
Wow.
has to be fucking packing.
Dude, what kind of tire you got on
How
that
does he
thing,
ride
bro?
that? Because his balls are so huge. Like he's
Yeah, they're just
he's
spilling
gotta
off
be
the
ripped.
side
Yeah, he just
out of his
drops them off
spandex
the
shorts.
side.
He's got to be ripped as shit. Because like seriously,
Surely.
He's got like an 8-pack.
because like
Core strength for
I didn't
days.
know that it was supposed to snow that day anyway. I thought we were supposed to just get like some rain.
I don't think
and that's
any
it.
of us did.
And it happened, and that poor man, but that radical, heroic man.
That's totally
He's
radical.
He's an inspiration of the nation.
He's totally
And
That is pretty sick. That
because
is pretty
dude,
sick.
he was just bearing it. He was dealt a shit hand, and he rode that unicycle up my fucking hill. He didn't even walk up it. He used it. His thighs are fucking
God, that's impressive.
magical.
What if like that's just like the Clay Street hobo and he just really got his shit together?
Oh my god.
That'd be blessed. That'd be a very blessed thing. God.
No, I feel like he would just buy a better bicycle.
I just wish we could interview
Oh my
the Clay
goodness.
Street hobo.
Dude, I would have to be extremely sober for that interview. And I don't know. I don't even know why.
I really want to I'm really tempted to try and FaceTime Hager right now. Because I
Why?
know he listens, but
FaceTime Hager.
Hager's actually very supportive.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
I
Mr.
figured you
Hager.
would be.
Shouts out to the Hager. But I really want to talk, because I don't think we've even mentioned this. But I think it's really time, even though Spencer isn't here, to talk about the infamous Chillicothe car poop saga of 2010.
Yeah,
A
because
whole saga.
we watched a lot of Jackass.
It became a saga.
It became a fucking. It was like a revolution.
It
No,
was-
not really.
It was pretty beautiful.
It was like a war.
Which
basically.
I don't know. It might be kind of fun to say it this way because Spencer isn't here. Because as many things in our past, it was
So much.
something that I masterminded and got Spencer to do.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, and
It was
it
fucking
freaking
beautiful.
it exploded.
Oh my god, I was.
It was
so
a
paranoid.
freaking chain
I
reaction.
mean, once you understand the story, I was so paranoid. I thought this was all gonna backfire on me the whole time.
Backfire.
So basically, it's our junior year of high school, and it's tennis season, and this would be Spencer's senior year, and that year, me and Lane, what's up, Lane, were heavily recruiting just fucking everybody that we could get, because usually like the tennis team was pretty small.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to get everybody we could to come and play tennis. It's just like, dude, JV for life. Come here, have fun. It's the fucking best. Matt slept through everything, and he's still got a fucking letter. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was just Ed being really nice. 'Cause
I mean, the
'Cause he knew I was sick.
Matt was like, you probably could have cracked varsity. You played a couple games.
I just remember.
Matt, you were probably like.
Actually,
one of our
speaking
better
of
tennis
which,
players.
I thought it was really awesome because it was me and Spencer of all people that won a JV tournament
Hey.
the same time that you guys had a varsity tournament at it was in St. Joe at the really
Hey.
nice courts in Benton.
My first tournament I ever won was whenever they put me and Ryan Lint.
Yeah.
And it was I was a freshman, so I wasn't playing varsity yet. So this was like my first time ever playing varsity. Ryan too,
Yeah.
and we basically goofed our way into winning. But
Oh, shit.
we won first place, basically by pissing off everybody that we played. And like,
Yeah. You gotta
like
get in their
I
heads.
I was playing like pretty solid, but like Ryan. He kept on doing shit like framing his serve, but it would still land in, so the spin would just take it out of the court. and so the guys would just be, and he would be like, before he would serve, he would be like, Ninja Star power, and saying shit like that. And yeah,
Yeah,
so-
we were a very rambunctious tennis team. Like,
Oh my gosh,
we were rowdy.
dude. It was tennis team was wild, man. It was.
yeah, it was wild because it leads to a poop car saga.
Well, also before that, Spencer had his fucking own hand in that too, because I'm pretty sure we're infamous across the MEC from his fucking bird noise.
yeah,
Oh,
The bird noise.
Have you ever heard that yet? Has he?
I
done
have
that?
heard it once. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was like everybody in the tennis.
it's the
team.
bird noise guy.
It was funny because we were a really good tennis team, just like across the board. Our JV was good, our varsity was good, but we were so like Carrollton weird.
Yeah.
Like we were from Trenton or some shit, because like
Hey, Trenton people, the Trenton JV was really fun. Those guys,
yeah, but we're just a bunch of fucking goofballs. Lafayette was fun too.
dude. There's this dude in Trenton that actually had his mom go to the store and bring back shit to make sandwiches and.
But yeah, the car poop saga. So we it's springtime, so we're also going camping, and we like to go. You know where Poozy is?
Oh yeah.
It's a campground not too far from
It's like
from Lane's house.
Indian Creek.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we would go there a lot. And this particular time, we had a lot of people there, and we had Spencer, At, Hager, Matt. I think we even had some. I think Jordan. Nah, I don't think we had any girls there.
Darian.
Yeah, Darian was there. Teamy probably. Blake. A lot of people.
I could
A lot
see-
of fucking
yeah.
people. And so, little backstory. we kind of get over the side. Me, AT, and Spencer, little mini Catholic gang, and I'm fucking. Hager's driving that Buick.
Yeah, it's an old ass square Buick, just like J-Pop had.
Oh
The
yeah.
exact same
the
one.
boat car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to convince Spencer to take a shit on Hager's car. For some
Yeah,
reason.
because he
What the
he
fuck?
parked it next to some bushes, kind of like
It
under a
was
tree,
secluded.
and it was really dark. Like he parked it in a dark corner by a tree.
And I mean, I think they were like smoking or like out there smoking pot or something.
It was definitely
But we were
drinking
kind of
and stuff.
hiding away from everybody else. And
Yeah, you guys said you guys were like off for a walk. You guys were like saying that
Well-
you were gonna check out the bathroom.
well, what happened? No, what happened? That's how I got everybody
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
So like I'm like, okay, this is what we'll do because we wanted to get beer, and I was like, okay, you guys go and say you're gonna get beer. I'll distract everybody away, and then while they're away, before you go get the beer, take a shit on Hager's car. and so like I said, there's a huge crowd with us, and it works out. And I'm like, hey, let's go look at the fucking water or something. And I convinced every single person to come with me, except for Matt.
God.
No, it was like
You wanted to like tend the fire or something. There was some
it was
reason-
me and someone else. It was like me and Hager.
No, because
'Cause
Hager was with us.
thought
'cause
you
he
stayed with
walked
me.
back. Well, here's
Oh
what,
no, you're right.
No,
It was me and somebody else.
I
I think-
think it was only you because here's
No
what
way.
happened. Well, one, you were. I can still remember your voice in my head. It was so.
Oh yeah, because I
funny.
called you.
Yeah, so like
I had to-
I steer everybody away. I'm just trying to make bullshit excuse waiting for Spencer to drive past, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and I'm like, Matt's calling. I have to pretend like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he was acting kind of funny,
Well-
and it was because I had to go take a piss, and Hager parked next to a tree. So I was like, okay, I'll park behind that tree, and or I'll piss behind that tree, and as I go over there, I smell. I was like, did someone take a shit over here behind this tree? And can I just tell you what?
Well, hold on.
Oh
hold
yeah,
on.
we're not there yet.
Let me tell you about.
But that's
the
when I
phone
saw
call.
it. That's when I
Because,
saw
like,
it.
I'm like putting on this performance, and I get a call from Matt, and I'm like, hello, and he goes, "You guys need to come back right fucking now."
Yeah,
And I'm like, why, man? What's up? And I'm trying to get him to
yeah.
say
He's
it.
trying to act like everything's cool, buddy.
And he's like, I think the fucking neighbor. You guys just need to come back right fucking now. Let's get fucking back. I can remember exactly he said that verbatim. He thought the fucking neighbors, which it made sense. He thought that the neighbors that were like
A couple
in their
campfires
middle,
down.
yeah, but they're always there. They didn't like us.
Oh my god, they hate because we played music and shit.
So I fucking steer these guys back and go ahead.
Yes,
Take her home.
because I had such full view of everything as it went down. It was great.
So you saw Hager shitting on the car?
No, this
No,
Hager's car
Spence-
got shit on,
Okay.
Hager was with me. at
and
the
Spencer shit on it.
Oh, so you saw Spencer shit on
No,
it.
I did not.
Okay.
I was just the one that witnessed the aftermath.
time. No, I successfully distracted them. It was
Okay.
all in all a successful idea.
So anyway, they get back, and Hager sees the car, and he's like, "Who fucking shit on my car?"
No, dude, he didn't say a word at first. He comes in. Okay, Spencer, I don't know what the fuck he ate because this
Dude,
shit was not solid.
It was a lot of it
and,
too.
and he had toilet paper.
Oh
and
my
he
God.
Smeared it on top.
But
so Hager,
he took a
without
stick.
saying a word, comes up and I'm laughing and gagging.
Dude, we're all
'Cause
laughing.
It's so gross.
He takes
But
a twig, and then he
without
puts
saying
it.
a word. Still, I don't
he-
think he said a word until
I
Spencer
just
got here.
yeah, I was when Spencer showed up, but he took a stick to try and get the toilet paper off, and he flings the toilet paper off, and there is like a whole ass
The
freaking
whole shit was
Snickers sized
there.
shit.
We thought
Like a
we
log.
thought the
The log
windshield
of
was
it.
the made shit, but the main
No.
shit he put a bunch of toilet paper over.
Dude, it was a whole ass log.
Dude, it was
and
so
and it had
gross.
like corn and shit in it.
it was
and
disgusting.
it looked like a Snickers bar. And that's when he's like exploded. He's like, just it was so bad. And dude,
Spencer's just
So,
Hager's got his mouth open
if
too
you-
the whole time. Like
and if you don't know our friend Hager, he was a pretty in shape dude, honestly. Like he was a pretty strong in shape guy for his size.
well, I mean, Spencer wasn't
And
the
Spencer-
voluptuous boy he was.
Yeah, Spencer
now.
was a twig.
Spencer was a fucking
He was a
string
twig.
bean at the time.
And Hager went like full crazy on
No,
him,
bro.
dude.
It was
And
all
he-
very calm.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I could have swore,
Because,
dude.
uh,
Because
that-
I'm pretty sure because he
No,
made Spencer take off his shirt.
Spencer was intimidated
clean it with
without
his shirt.
Hager saying anything.
Pretty, yeah.
Basically, Hager was like, "Which one of you fucking did it?" And AT like blew Spencer's cover, and Spencer's just like this, and Hager's just like, "Are you gonna fucking clean it up?" And so Spencer gets his own shirt out of his car,
he uses his
and
own
he's just smearing shit all over Hager's window, while Hager's just sitting there like with his hands in shit. They really did get beer, and the reason why I remember that Hager didn't
shit.
freak out because Hager watched Spencer clean the whole thing up, and then Spencer's like, "Okay, are we good?" And then Hager's like, "Well, he cleaned it up," and then he looked at me and he's like, "Did you guys really get beer?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Give me a fucking beer."
Oh my god.
And that was it. But that's just the beginning of the saga.
That's just the first
That's
one.
just the beginning of the saga. So like I said,
Oh my god, it escalates.
okay.
Like,
Just so
the
happens
greatest.
the very next weekend, I am on the first date of my long-term high school girlfriend, Alex. First time ever meeting her. And true to Chillicothe fashion, because this is what you do if you're from a small town.
yeah.
I took her to the fantastic world of Walmarts,
Oh yeah,
and so I could woo her.
of course. I mean, that's
And who
step
do I
number
run
one.
into? But Josh Rockhold and Darian Lame, and they are just giggling. And I'm like, "Oh, those are my good buddies over there." And we walk up, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And Darian's like, then Spencer's out of town. He's visiting some girl that he was dating, and he's like, "Dude, we just went over and saw Spencer's car over by AT's house." So I took a shit on his windshield.
I remember, I wasn't there for this one, but I remember them describing it to me, and I just hope it's exactly how I visualize it.
Well, so like I'm sitting there like, "Hey, this is Alex," like introducing the
Yeah.
girl that I'm talking to, and that's all funny. They're giggling. It was hilarious. But the best part about this one is we're on the Votech bus, and the way that we would always sit, me and Lane were always on the very back, and so two seats ahead, here's Spencer looking at me, once again telling me a story I already fucking know. Two seats behind Spencer, where he can't see, is Darian. And Darian is just sitting there like, just like giggling. But Spencer goes, "Yeah, dude. So I was out of town all weekend, and this big fucking coon took a shit on my fucking windshield." He's like, I was like, "It was a coon?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How'd you know it was a coon?" And he's like, "Well, I digged through it, and there was a bunch of twigs and berries and shit in there."
I heard a lot of seeds were in there.
Yeah, and seeds.
Like a lot of
He said
seeds.
seeds. You did say seeds.
Yeah.
And Darian's just behind, like in the background, like two seats behind him, just like. And I'm doing the same because I know the fucking story again. And so like, I don't. Okay, so there's also this mystery shit, but I'm trying to remember if there was another shit after that. Because no, Darian's car got shit on. And then Miles's? No, we thought Miles's was the mystery shit.
Miles,
You wouldn't know if it was Miles.
No,
that was
wait.
before Crohn's. He took big shits before Crohn's.
Oh man.
But anyway, so like it's during tennis season, so we're always out on these tennis meets. So you would get back from these tennis meets, and the very first thing all of us are doing is going directly to our like windshields. Like, did we get
Checking.
Did they get us? But I think it was like either the main belief was that Cooter did it, or Cooter's car was the last one to get shit on. But I know that it ended on like a never solved mystery shit, and it got so out of hand. We were all so paranoid. I mean, I was bragging so hard that it was my idea, and so like I was sure my car was gonna get shit on. Old fucking Celica.
somehow it never got shit on. And that's why Caden is a wily
People
bitch.
don't.
He's a wily bastard,
People
I swear.
don't like to prank me because they know I will reciprocate.
And make you wish you hadn't
I mean,
fucked around and found out.
That's also why this happened, though. Is because me and Hager were always kind of like the pranksters. So like anytime I saw Hager pranking, I wanted to get in on it. And
We pulled off some pretty good pranks, like when I was in college and stuff. There's a,
I've got some
there
good
was
ones,
actually, I mean, there was a shit on the windshield type prank that was done in college, and I wish I could remember the name of the guy who did it. Like, college years are kind of fuzzy at this point on me now, but there was this kid that he didn't like there at all, so he wanted to do the same thing. He wanted to shit on his car, but the parking lot is like really wide open, so it'd be super obvious. Like anyone would be able to
preload
see
his
you.
shit?
He
That's
did.
not the same.
So he took a shit into this big Ziploc bag, but it was a it was
Like it's
monstrous.
fucking evidence.
You know those like gallon Ziploc bags?
Yeah.
He filled it up and could hardly zip the top on it.
No way.
Yeah, it was like a pillow. Like it was
Did he
thick.
save like a week's worth of
Dude,
shit?
I don't know.
No,
The way that
no.
Spencer's really just
No,
expanded
it was-
out
it
in the
was
air.
huge.
I believe it.
It was huge. And then of course he gets over there and he's like, I don't know, should I like pour it on there? Because it's not quite diarrhea, but it's not quite solid either.
I should just mail it to
So
Ancestry.com.
he unzips the top and then just puts his hand on the bottom and like opens into it like a glove.
Oh no!
Just goes like that and slaps it onto the windshield. And then there was a lot left over, so he like flips it over
Oh,
and then puts the rest on the hood of his car.
so.
But the thing is that this kid had gone home for the weekend.
Dried and
Like he had gotten a ride home
Scaly.
from someone, like, and so left his car there for the weekend. So when he came back, it was all dried on there, and like this is the Texas sun, remember? And so when he tried to clean it off, it took off all of his paint, like the top of his
shit.
he
hood.
baloneyed it.
The
with shit.
yeah, the top of his hood, there was not a lick of paint left on that. I don't know what this guy
Rotos behind
had in his shit, but I mean, it was acidic enough to eat off all the paint.
Finally get rotos.
Pretty rough. You get, huh? Roll. This one here says Christian guilt. I think the reason I'm so fat is because of all the stuff I've had to repress. That's me. And you say, that's a lot of repression.
Shit.
So I'm like, what if the podcast turns me gay? You said the podcast will only make you admit to your capacity to be gay. You're already gay. To which I respond, you're just coping because I won't fuck you.
This is a great fucking
good.
segment. We're keeping
That's
this
good.
shit. I love
And then
this.
this one is just you just saying, huh, I just now realized it says encoding piss. I don't know why, but those two words together were funny to me.
I'm actually gonna. I sent you a screenshot, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna fucking post that because that is actually hilarious. Whenever I encode, it says the name of the first video I use, so not the actual title.
Encode piss.
And so he sends me all your guys' videos that you guys shot doing the escargot thing, and it's
Yeah.
all like piss, cum, fart, which is already inconvenient because like I already have all of those titles in my fucking computer.
Oh, great. There's more piss.
I thought I was
I'm
helping.
gonna have to fucking filter through all this
thought I
fart
was
and cum and
helping.
piss. Dude, I mean, here's a fun game you guys can play at home. Play post-party depression and then just keep on hitting that skip 30-second times. And every time you hear me say cum, drink.
Yeah. Boom.
You'll be
Drink and
wasted
green.
so quickly.
You'll be balls to the wall in no time.
I say cum a lot. So does whenever I've listened to Your Mom's House for so long, whenever like Tom Segura is doing like an ad and he says like come here, like actual like
Yeah.
that, still in my head I'm like he's talking about cum. Like,
He would.
just immediately just the word cum just
If
pops
he writes
out.
the scripts, you know how he spells it.
Caden says, pretty nifty, honestly. Basketball is really something you listen to and glance at more than watch entirely. So I said, oh, so it's the opposite of porn, basically. You said, I couldn't be more immersed in porn. I need a VR. And then I went on like this long diatribe, I couldn't even screenshot it, of the ultimate VR porn setup that I would create with like the you know, like
Well,
the
you know they have toys that
sex
actually
doll
like
and
go
all
with some videos.
They have a
yeah,
machine.
Yeah. They have
Yeah.
like machines and shit, and it'll go like, and you can sync them up onto like Pornhub and shit. from what I'm aware. Like Pornhub has like a
You
VR
know,
section that
we
like
should-
works with some of that shit.
We should really use our platform to normalize these type of things. Because
An ultimate VR porn
I
setup?
mean,
Dude, yeah.
think about how like many episodes worth of shit we have just giggling about the fact that all of us got cock rings. And that's like the most like if you compared a cock ring to like the girl equivalent with all their fucking sex toys,
Yeah.
we don't got shit.
No, we got nothing.
We don't got shit, but you know what? In truth, we fucking do. We have automatic jerk off machines that play to your favorite fucking porno, which is like a man's favorite fucking dream. And I think all of us probably internally are a little bit turned off by the whole concept. But all in
tad.
all,
Because that's like when you're
it sounds grody.
spiraling out of
But
control.
you know what? It's not fucking grody. It's not.
No.
We normalize Pornhub sex toy interactive gunt.
Yes. Just normalize it. Make it.
We'll get to the point where they send you your own e-girl in the mail.
Or Pornhub, if you're listening. It's a great advertisement.
Yeah. Go ahead, throw us up on your site. There are 430-pound men 50 miles away from you who want to fuck grannies.
You can
whatever their
Photoshop
ads
this
are.
weed out of my hand and just make it a very tiny penis.
Little baby one. Little wee wee. Little wee wee boy. Put it to his mouth for wee wee.
I wish one of you guys were in this camera. This is very...
Caden says, I can hear my neighbor pooping while I'm pooping. I think I'm going to kiss her.
Nice.
yeah.
So I said,
She's
holy
flashing.
shit, does she moan really hard? And you're like, nah, she was on the phone, but I heard some splash action.
This is all within like the last 3 days.
Yeah. My phone couldn't even load half of the shit from
Heard
anything
some
before
splash
that.
action.
I forgot to do my screenshot, but well, I couldn't anyway because all my shit's connected right now. Next time I'll just get that shit like pre-done.
Yeah, I might have to send this photo to you again, where I say, bro, check out this huge pube that fell off last night, and I'm using like my hand for scale, and it's like a 4-inch pube.
The problem with these things are these are usually like how you open our day of conversation,
Yeah.
which you know has their little moments of just like normal conversation, but like every morning whenever I'm like deciding whether or not I'm dying of whatever guff is in my stomach, I have to like hear about your dry toes and your
No, that's the next
your
one.
penis skin
Yeah.
and like
this
what
one-
your balls smell like.
This one was the morning. Well, it doesn't say.
God, it sounds like I'm complaining about myself, actually. I was like, this all sounds like shit I also say to Matt all the time.
Smoked the pen because I couldn't fall asleep because of the old teeth. But then I got tired and hungry at the same time. And since I'm lazy, my solution was to just simply eat a significant amount of my own dried skin.
I
Whoa.
don't see the solution.
You literally didn't respond to that. You
Whoa.
couldn't-
I
Yeah.
sometimes you send them very early and like
Yeah, that was at like 2 a.m, I think.
yeah. Sometimes I just
no
don't
big
have the
deal.
capacity to respond. It's like that'll take a decent amount of cleverness that I'm
He's not prepared for.
not running on that level right now.
The swashbuckler.
I'll tackle this one tomorrow.
I think that was all I had. Yeah, those are the only ones that I screenshotted. That was as much as my phone would load without crashing Messenger. So
I'd rather spend money on funner stuff.
like a bounce house.
If there's one there. If there's one,
We can probably get one.
oh, I don't know. I remember.
That's the name of the strip club.
That's a good
Bounce
name for a
house?
fucking strip club right
Yeah.
there.
The bounce house.
The bounce house.
So I'm writing a porno. It's called Welcome to the Bounce House.
Dude, we got all these fucking like these kids that post all their anime tits
It's titties.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
I dropped Cum Dog way too fucking early.
Oh,
The Cum Dog
yeah,
Exorcist
dude.
would have been perfect for them.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't listened,
You might have to do a re-release. Re-release it as new.
Cum Dog Reloaded.
It's so vulgar by itself. The episode is like our darkest episode.
That one was pretty.
I
Was,
had
That's how
to-
it started.
that was
I had
deep
to
down the
put-
well.
I had to put spitting on assholes as like a lighten up type thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even making that up. I was like, man, we really go into some heavy shit after
That
Cum
was
Dog.
that was the one I think I like even said sorry, Mom, because of how many times I had to say "cum"
Yeah.
talking about it.
The cum collector.
Cum collector, the cum receptacle, just everything.
I need to remaster. That's for sure.
Remaster.
Yeah.
Because
Remastered.
it's not the best sounding episode because it was like a bonus episode, but
It didn't sound. It's,
God, I love the Cum Dog Exorcist.
It's a good.
I-
It is a good one.
It resonates with like Cum Dog Exorcist to me is like spitting on assholes to Matt.
Yeah.
I feel like
It
right.
really just
So
baptizes you into our sort of milieu, our kind of thing that we're doing. Just gets you right in there. Just throws you straight into the fire. Out of the fire and into the frying pan, as they say.
Out of the fire and into the frying pan.
those are both horrible options.
No, well, you don't want to be there.
Do you have that choice?
You also don't want to be on a fucking camping trip that your dad makes you go on, and it's like shit weather. And then you get there and he makes you go on a canoe trip, and you've never fucking canoed before in your
Yeah.
life.
And
But he's
yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm just gonna put you in this canoe with your little brother,
And
you
you
probably
guys-
know what you're doing."
and you guys are gonna have
a
all of
full
our
canoe?
beers. No,
Yeah.
it's like a big ass canoe, like a legit one, and it had 3 bench seats.
How old are you guys?
I was
Oh,
14, so
I
he would
was
have been 10.
And he put us in our own canoe, but he's like,
Were you in
so-
the front?
yeah, he
because I was
was.
the only one who fucking knew anything about.
Steven was like, just
canoeing.
fucking paddle and I'll steer. And but our dad, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be on this one. You're gonna be holding our cooler that's filled to the fucking brim with beer
And ice.
You
And,
need
and
that,
ice.
though. That's important.
And so we've never even.
You can drink so
done-
much beer.
Dude, I've never
seen a
been on
canoe at this point.
Yeah, never been in
And-
one. I've never paddled anything before on my own.
See, this is every canoe trip I've ever gone to with my brother-in-law.
But the
'cause
thing
he's
is-
from the city, and I have to go so they don't die.
yeah,
Dude.
But I mean, I could have used you back then.
And here's the thing.
It was an expert river too.
Yeah, here's the thing
was
about our
ridiculous.
dad. There would be times where he literally did
Bone.
care about the beer more than us. Because
Yeah.
we are getting into our canoe.
Okay,
We're still
hold on now. I know
No,
that he's
I'll
not a
prove
great
it.
dad,
I'll
but
prove it to
also
you. I'll
you guys
prove it
need to
to
go
you.
canoeing as an adult because the most important thing
No,
on
dude.
a canoe trip.
No, he almost died.
I'm too fat.
I have almost died for beer on a canoe trip.
No, listen.
my actually saving my brother and my brother-in-law's life. I had to prioritize the beer while they hung there on fucking limbs.
No. No,
You ever run out of beer on a canoe trip? It's awful.
yeah, but not
I
when you're
couldn't
14
fucking
and
drink
10.
anyway, dude.
Not when
It
you're
doesn't
14
matter.
and 10. And so we're not even like on the river yet. We're on the bank where like the tail of the canoe's still on the land. And they're like, hey, hop in. Didn't show us a damn thing on how to get in this fucking thing or whatever. So Steven gets in, and I'm already on the back to weight it down. And he's getting in. He like trips trying to jump up into it. The canoe flips over, and all the beer
Flipped it
gets
from the start.
yeah, and all the beer flies out of the cooler and gets caught in the fucking flow downstream instantly. And my dad got pissed at us for not knowing how to get into a damn canoe. He doesn't do anything. He's like, "Oh, you guys, all the beer."
He should have swam down fucking stream and got
No,
that
here's
goddamn
the
beer.
beauty of it. The beer actually just flowed the same rate as the canoe, so like everybody was
Yeah, like
just
the
picking
people
up
ahead of us.
they were floating. So like people were just picking up random beers and just drugging them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's really beautiful.
but
So we're going down this
Dude,
fucking river.
and it's like a rapid at this point.
Yeah,
because
it was because I told you the weather was bad, right? The night before, it was a huge thunderstorm, so much
Yeah.
that it seeped through our tent. I got completely wet.
Yeah,
our
it
bags got soaked.
rained
It
and
I'm not
ruined-
imagining you
ruined my
guys as kids. I'm
CDs.
just imagining this as you guys right now, and it's equally as funny.
It's basically the same,
Yeah.
yeah. And so we're going down this river, and it starts to get really choppy and,
and
really
there's
bad.
There's a spot that's steep and really rocky.
It's like a waterfall.
Yeah,
It's a waterfall
but
in
at a
the middle
slant.
of the river, just this slanted thing.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing people ahead of us going over this little waterfall, and they just disappear down there entirely. Like it's easily like a 15-foot drop.
Jesus.
So we get up on there, and I don't know what to do. I'm like, do we slow down? Are we trying to ramp this fucking thing? I don't know. So I just told Chew to, like, hold on. We go over it. Now, since I'm the fat guy
It goes
on
down
on the front,
nose
it's like
dives.
a severe, like, cantilever action. And so I immediately go down, and it ejects Chew from the canoe.
But the canoe flipped over.
But the canoe
onto him.
flips over on top of me,
Oh.
and immediately the ass end of it fills up with water. And so I'm upside down underwater, and the back end of it fills up with water. And so the whole thing goes down and pins me against a rock. And with the waterfall falling on top of it, I wasn't strong enough to push it out. So I literally drowned, and some dude who knew the river better than us
He
came
came
over
up
there.
right behind us.
And
Like,
he came up behind us, and thank God he did, because he pulled my ass out. They dragged me to shore, and they had to do like CPR on me to get all the water and crap out of my lungs. And Dad was mad afterwards. He's like, "You made me look like a goddamn idiot."
They know you're my kids.
Yeah.
And to
Don't
this
embarrass
day,
me.
Oh shit! I can't remember if I've told this story or not, but it was the same canoe trip where. Okay, so after this little tiny waterfall at the end.
Did you jack off in the tent too?
No.
Okay.
She had it.
you play corners in the tent.
No. So we get to these sandbars where we actually stop. Everybody's having sandwiches. It's like lunchtime. I have to take a shit. And my dad's like, okay, go behind those bushes over there.
This could go anywhere.
And so I run behind the bushes and I squat down, take a shit. And you know how weird it is squatting when it's the first time you've ever done it in the woods and you shit. Try to wipe up as good as I can. And as I walk back, I'm all good. I'm done. I'm wiped up. Walk back around.
Wiped up.
I walk back around the bushes. And when everybody sees me, they're like looking at me and like laughing really hard. And apparently, the one spot that I had chosen, the bushes, had a peephole through it.
Everybody saw you shit
And guess where the shit was coming out of my ass? Right behind that fucking peephole.
out of your ass.
Like, they all saw the shit, and they all saw me wiping, and I was like, why? And my dad was like, everybody saw you. He didn't bother to come over and be like, hey, we can see you, dumbass. He just let it happen. All the church. It was a church trip.
Yeah, it was. He's trying to expose
this is a
your fucking
This
ass.
is a church thing?
Took
It's a
dump
church
on
canoe
church
trip. So I just showed most of the well-known congregation me shitting through a bush.
It was the first time, but it wasn't the last.
Wasn't gonna be the last.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning. We're peeling a lot of layers off the Garcia family today. We know why Matt is into exhibitionism. Exhibitionism.
Exhibitionism.
And we know that why Steve can't come without being waterboarded. So
Yeah,
it's,
truly, I am in a very desperate situation.
It's like a real diagnosis with doctors and everything.
don't come and waterboard without a partner. We all
Yeah,
saw.
you don't want to
just
try
in
and do it
case.
yourself.
We all saw what happened to that guy from Kill Bill.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I believe you.
Autoerotic
forgot.
asphyxiation.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Also,
Dave,
not safe without a partner.
David Carradine is his name.
Who's the first person you ever masturbated to?
Oh man. Oh, it's sad that I know this answer. I
Britney
think
Spears.
Britney Spears.
No, I'm guessing.
No. Fuck. Actually, I don't know because I don't think that was it.
The first memory that I have of jerking off, I had the Guinness Book of World Records on loan out from the school.
Oh.
And it was showing like the most world's
Dude, I'm sorry. Sorry. I thought you were about to say I got the Guinness Book of World Records time for shortest ejaculation.
No.
Based off the stories you told us, you probably came to like the fingernail guy or something. Like
No. This was
hairy people.
actually fairly normal. But I remember like I'm laying I was laying in bed going through the Guinness Book of World Records, and I like to just read it at the time. But it comes
I think
it
it's an
comes
important
across,
reminder that you weren't taught about masturbation.
Yeah,
at
I
this
didn't
point.
know anything
We
about it.
visited this last time, which I think is very
But
interesting.
I remember it was a
He just thought he
picture.
was sinning.
It was a picture of Heidi Klum. And like at that time she had won so many awards or done so many photo shoots or some shit. I don't know. She ended up in the fucking Book of World Records for something. But it was Heidi Klum, and she's wearing this like sort of red and blue like 2-piece.
You remember
Bathing
down to what
suit?
she was wearing.
Well, I remember it specifically because I had never seen a woman's like side muscle things like below their waistline or whatever. And so she's wearing these, the bikini things. And I saw like this little line like right underneath her belly button. And I thought it was the beginning of her vagina.
That's so quick. No.
So I saw that and I was like, oh man, that's the hottest shit I've ever seen. Right?
Her vagina's huge.
And so like, I didn't know what to do, but like, I understood like, oh man, all of a sudden I've got, the blood flow down there and everything. So I ran,
Jesus took over.
but I was afraid to take the book to the bathroom and do what I was going to do because Mom was home. And so I snuck into her room. I'm sorry, Mom, I love you. And I stole a pair of her pantyhose.
No.
And I went into the bathroom. But the thing is, I didn't have the Guinness Book of World Records with me. And so all I could think of was like that little thing of what I thought was vagina was I saw, and it just wasn't quite getting me there. So I turned on the bathtub.
You're jerking off to the thought of her
I turned
belly
on
vagina.
Yeah. I turned on the bathtub and got completely naked. I hopped into the bathtub with all the water, and I brought the pantyhose in there with me. It felt really good, like the wet pantyhose. It felt really good. And so, like, right as I'm like trying to finish, all I could think of was Jennifer Lopez, because I think Made in Manhattan or whatever just came out, and she was fucking hot as shit in that movie. And so that was my first time I ever remember masturbating. It started off with Heidi Klum's thing, and then next thing I know, I'm like jerking off with a pair of pantyhose in the tub, and it's making like the like the splashing noise and everything.
God.
And then I just drained the tub and threw away the pantyhose, and I don't know if they ever went unaccounted for on inventory or not. But
Oh God.
Yet another layer of the Garcia family tree is
Garcia's have
been pulled
layers.
back. Spitting on assholes and jerking off with your mom's pantyhose.
hey, is that not normal?
I feel like we could fill up a Jeopardy board with your guys' trauma.
There was nothing traumatic about it. I mean,
I don't think
more
that
like
I don't
thanks,
think that
thanks
you've
for wearing
identified the
pantyhose,
trauma
Mom.
there.
I feel lucky that I had the pantyhose. I had the access to
Well,
it.
at least you're counting your blessings.
Yeah, I'm not ungrateful.
So, you're remembered to count your blessings after you're
Yeah.
sinning so horrifically.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, I mean I felt bad after every time I jerked off, but.
See, I guess that's the
what am I
one
gonna
good
do?
thing about you guys and your Christian guilt is you just remember your traumatic
All my cringy
first-time
jerk off
coming.
moments.
Your first load will
Dude, I still I can replay it like a video frame by frame in
Clearly,
my mind.
Do you have such a vivid story?
No, and I wasn't really in that amount of depth, but I'm pretty sure it was Halle Berry.
Oh,
Nice.
She was. She was.
The swordfish
No.
with the tits
popular at
out?
the
No.
time.
No.
Was it Billy Bob Thornton? Fucking
Yes.
Oh God!
It was Monster. It was a movie called Monsters
He's
Ball.
a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He's like 80.
It was this movie called Monsters Ball, and bro, you actually saw Halle Berry's boobs and saw like her ass, and it was really nice.
in this depressing scene
where she's fucking Billy Bob. Dude,
Thornton's
you know-
floppy skin.
No, here's the thing. It's one of those ones you have to turn the mute button on because for about the first 40 seconds of it, it's Halle Berry going, I want to feel good. I want to feel good. Just like doing just...
It's not a happy scene.
It's not. It's a pity
it's
fuck.
Not, it's not a
It's
happy
a real...
scene.
It's a real sad fuck.
No, yeah. But I mean...
But it's like, that's what I had, so I muted it.
That
And
shit-
I just imagined that she was just saying happy things again.
That shit was all over TV at the time, and it was like right when she was like really getting
Yeah.
real. She was like the hot girl
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. She was
But I will say Swordfish, though, when you see her in her lingerie, mint.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Swordfish, she's full on topless, like getting a suntan.
I actually don't know.
Titties
that.
out.
I didn't think you guys
swordfish.
would know, but you guys really did know.
What
What?
about swordfish?
I assumed that my first time, like, actually coming was like Skinamax, probably.
Skinamax.
So I know I was in my basement because, like I said last episode, it was more of like a it's about fucking time
Yeah.
type of thing for me. Like I was
was
jerking
searching
off and
for
not coming.
Searching
This
for
is how we ended the episode. I remember. So it was like we don't have
Searching
the,
Now we're 2 for 2.
just gooning with my homies. But
Give me one of them pretzels.
he's been gandering those for a minute.
I told
I've
you.
been wanting to ask.
Eat them, bro.
And that's the
I
thing.
told you could
I'm
eat
trying
them.
to have some self-control.
Well, don't.
Shh. Here.
I do remember the first time I ever got caught jerking off. It actually wasn't by my mom. It was by my friend Ricky's mom. And
Yes.
and I was staying over at his house. What's that movie? It's got like Ice Cube and
the shitty Triple X.
no. It's the
I mean, they're all
classic.
shitty,
It's
but-
the classic movie. It's not How High.
Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Jinx, yo, me a cough. Cough, cough. Bah! I thought I had it. Bah!
So it was like 2 a.m, and my buddy's asleep, and I'm like laying on the frickin' the floor, and
on the friggin' floor.
and we had watched Friday to go to sleep, and I woke up at like 2 a.m. and the Friday movie was like playing over again, like just over and over,
It's like every time.
and
Matt would ever stay at my
it was
house.
Yeah.
right at that scene where he like rolls out of bed, and like his girl's next to him, and like the blanket's kind of down, so you can like see her boobs, and you can see a bit of action going on there. I don't know if you know the scene I'm talking about, but it's in there. Check it.
Yeah. I remember now.
And so I just quickly reached out and pressed pause on the DVD player and got like the perfect frame of this girl.
Man, you and Matt really were like the same
So-
person. When I'm hearing all these stories from you and your childhood.
So
and-
I started spanking it, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe I woke up his mom or something, but like right as I'm about to freaking go.
He's crowning.
You're in your vinegar
Freaking
strokes.
door just flies open, and she just stares right down at me. And I've got my dick out with like dick in my hand, and I'm not covered by the blanket at all. So I immediately just pretend to fall asleep.
With your dick in hand and
My dick
everything.
in my hand. I didn't take it off or anything.
I can
And it's
imagine. Just like he's just.
I'd rather be caught.
He's literally like.
That's exactly what I
I'd rather be caught falling asleep masturbating than masturbating
did.
in the
Exactly.
moment.
And that's exactly what I was hoping. Like that was best case scenario for me, was that she would think I just
Second
fell
tier
asleep
thinking right
with
there.
my dick in my hand, and that I
Well,
wasn't.
you fell asleep masturbating.
Yeah. that was-
Please tell me that she didn't call you out. She just played it
she
cool.
never mentioned it. Yeah, never mentioned. Never said
I was
anything.
gonna say.
Never said anything about it. But I mean, with my eyes closed, I could feel her staring at me. Like she, I think she. Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Do you want to tell about the first time that
I
the
got
first-
really
The
drunk?
first couple times that we got drunk.
Is that
the natty light?
Oh my god, the
Days.
natty.
Is
So
that the one where he threw up into that baby's crib and like filled it up?
no.
Similar.
Oh,
Okay. So the first time, like, I was like technically drunk, but I wasn't like drunk, like party drunk. Like I was like just really buzzed. Was when like Caden, he used to have all these shoe boxes filled with like baseball cards up in his closet.
I started with football. I would
Or football
I would
cards,
get
too.
Topps baseball cards.
Yeah.
They would fit fifths of alcohol perfectly.
Dude, he'd layer them on top, and below it was alcohol, kind of like a fake safe.
gotcha.
And so we were drinking Jose Cuervo with, I can't remember what we were drinking it with, but so like we were
Monster,
getting
probably.
and we were like getting pretty buzzed and good, but it was about time to go to bed, and he's like, oh, wait, just take one last finisher. And I did not know what that meant because my first time drinking, so I thought he meant to finish the bottle because there was like this much left.
shit!
He's like, take a finisher. And so I started guzzling it. He's like, no, I meant one shot. And I'm just instantly like just dying because I didn't know how bad it would hurt. And then, so that was like the first time. That was pretty funny. I got pretty schwazy after that. I'm glad I passed out. But this time, you know, when you get those drunks, you get so drunk you never touch that drink again or even think about it. So Caden, he's like, yeah, that Jose Cuervo was dope, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, tonight I'm really gonna get you drunk. He's like, I'm really gonna show you what it's about. And so we start off, like, he gave me like some really nice variety. Like we had a couple Heinekens.
Just whatever I could steal from my dad.
Had a couple. Hell, we had like a couple Sam Adams.
Probably, yeah. Sounds about right.
A lot of green glass bottle beers, you know, like different types.
Yeah.
So we probably drank about 5 apiece of all those variations and 5 or 6 piece. So we're feeling pretty good. He breaks out a 30 pack of Natty Light, and we start guzzling because Natty Light's like water. And so we literally do like split that pack perfectly even. So by the time that pack's gone, we're at least 20 beers deep apiece.
Oh, sheesh.
And I don't remember much. I remember we played tag in his, not tag, it was hide and go seek in his basement. We played hide and go seek, and I literally went back into his parents' pantry and just laid down and got in the fetal position, hoping that he wouldn't find me. He'd open up one door, and then, so like, it was just all a blur that night.
I think you ended up naked at one of these points.
No,
too.
that's what I was getting to. I blacked out. Like not I blacked out for the first time I ever got drunk, and I didn't know what blacking out was until I woke up as I was pissing with my dick in my hand. Like I was actually making it into the toilet, blacked out. And I came to and I was like, what? And I finished. Apparently I'd been making a bunch of noise. And so I walk back and Caden meets me at the front of his bedroom door, and he turns the light on and he meets me there because he knew I was awake moving around and shit. And then he's just like, where the fuck are your clothes? And I looked down, and that's when I realized I've been walking around his house naked. And I'm like, I don't know. And God bless Caden, because here's the thing. Like, this was back when we were in football. Caden was like in a huge amount. Like, he was so skinny, and I was so fat still. and
As opposed to now.
No,
I'm not as skinny.
No, that's not how I meant it. We're all a bit beefier now.
I'm husky.
But like, God bless him for trying to help. He's like, I'm gonna give you a pair of my boxers, and I'm like, all right. And so I put them on, and my dick keeps flopping out of the hole in the middle because my fat thighs, my thighs were spreading it apart, and these things were like so tight on me. But I'm like, thank you, bro. I passed back out.
It's weird because if it was like a year later, I would have had like 4 pairs of your underwear.
Yeah.
Just because you leave
So
them there.
So here's the thing. Like, I wake up and I look down. Obviously, I see like how fucking constricted everything is around those boxers. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot. I woke up. I was naked last night. So I'm like looking around. I can't remember where Caden was. I think he was like getting ready. He's taking a shower. And like, I'm running around like, where did I leave my underwear? And I, seriously, like I swear to God, like my dick will not stay in these boxers, so I'm still running around his house. And his mom is downstairs cooking, and she knows we're awake, so like she's yelling up at us, telling us stuff. Like
my mom's also an attention whore, so you
dude,
know that
she's always listening, but I'm running around.
our mothers are opposite.
But I'm running around, cannot find it. So Caden's still in the shower. I find my underwear. And where did I find it? Underneath the pillow I was sleeping on. But it was balled up and like soaked in puke. And like probably piss. I don't know. It was just balled up. It was a sopping mess.
Man, that might have to be the
so I find like my pants and my shirt and all that shit because it was underneath, kind of close to, it was like underneath the futon. I'm still wearing his boxers, put all my clothes on. I run downstairs with the underwear, and I'm trying to sneak.
I thought you put it in my upstairs closet.
No. So I go downstairs, and like I'm trying to wait until his mom is like in the dining room doing something so I can tiptoe to his door at the top of his stairs. And I tiptoe downstairs because his house at this time, that house is still pretty new.
Relatively.
So there's no squeaking going down the stairs if you're tiptoeing. It's kind of nice. And I get down there and I'm like panicking because I'm like, where do I can't just throw it in the trash because it'll start to rot and smell and all that. And I was still pretty drunk. So what? Like, why?
The trash is exactly where you throw
Exactly.
and smelling.
Exactly. But dude, do you know what my stupid ass brain thought up as a good idea?
What?
I'm just looking around for something. And I open up the closet that's like straight back. That was like primarily used for everything Christmas decoration wise.
In the basement?
Yeah. It was like the one that's straight ahead, you know?
Yeah. That's a good one to choose, though.
And
that gets open like twice a year.
exactly, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, they're not going to open this up until next Christmas. I launched it to the back of the closet. Like, I just tossed it.
It still might be there.
No. A couple nights later, I was staying the night, and I had made it a goal to go and try and find it. And I went everywhere. And I don't know if your mom, no. It was not a couple nights. It was after the next Christmas. No. Because I remembered it. And I went and checked, and they were gone. So, like, your mom probably saw a crusty blob of underwear that she knew was mine because it's XL.
She probably thought it was one of my brother's drunk friends. I
Either
was
way.
way sneakier than Jacob. Jacob was not good at getting away from shit.
That was also the same morning that I had to go to church drunk still. And I just slept in the pew at the top the whole time. Everybody thought I was sick.
And the next,
And then
and the
we
next
had
time we had football.
well, this same day because we were in the playoffs, so we were practicing on a Sunday. Do you remember that? We had a quick little practice on like a Sunday at like 2.
Oh, I thought it was a Saturday practice.
It was like a Sunday because I remember I had to sleep at church.
Well, that was the day before all of our hearts got broken.
Yeah,
No, wait, no. This was the year before. This was Cassville. Our hearts got broken a lot bigger that year.
but like I remember it was like a Thursday practice, but for a Sunday. And I remember I was in my helmet, dude. Everything's still moving and wiggling because I'm so fucked.
I remember.
Like
him
it was
being
such
miserable.
it was such a half-ass.
I was pretty all right.
Like I actually, because I was practicing on.
I think that was the day that Hightower. Oh, sorry. I think that was the day that Hightower said that finger in his butthole thing to us.
He told me. I thought that was at
We
Maryville.
were both. No, we were. It was.
I thought that was Maryville.
It was either that practice or a Thursday practice because you and me were taking a knee.
Oh, that was a practice. It was a Thursday one. We were on the field.
We were goofing around a lot that day. That was the day that we realized that the Hornet over the stadium looks like a giant penis and a striped condom.
Yeah, the way they did.
I don't think I ever jacked off in school. I think I considered it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I considered it in middle school science class once. When I was
That's where I got my start, man. Well, I mean, not necessarily my first start, but like that's how I really started kind of figuring stuff out about the way the manhood works.
being a middle school teacher must just be a fucking nightmare.
It must be terrible. I can't imagine.
I just think about the tables that, like, the reason why, because I don't think I was the only person that thought about it in science class because he had those tables.
Yeah.
It's just like, you can totally see that shit from a teacher's point of view.
Probably.
Like, you
Yeah.
can look it out there.
Yeah.
It's like all these kids are touching their fucking dicks. It's Mrs. Jones's class, and everybody's like, she's wearing that leopard print thong.
Oh, yeah.
I had
Oh, dude, she had a purple one, too. That had like some black lace. And,
Oh, man.
dude.
dang, bro.
Yeah, I remember her.
Just
Yeah, you
imagine
do.
being a hot teacher
In middle school.
in middle school.
Our
Why
first
would
MILF.
you do that? Why would you do that? I don't care how much you want to shape young minds. Like the first
I mean,
thing I think of when I
that's a
think of middle
sacrifice, yeah,
schoolers
that's
is
a
like,
sacrifice.
they're all crying and coming. That's all.
Yeah,
that's
that's
you
all it
do
is.
in fucking middle school.
That's all it
You're
is.
either
Stressing.
crying or coming.
Well, like mine was like I was not in middle school yet. I was still like in elementary, but I couldn't tell you what grade. It was probably like 3rd or 4th grade, I imagine.
You're talking about you jerking off in school?
Yeah, but
damn.
but I had a very covert way of doing it. It's like all the students, tables in a row, and those are like the old school desks. So it was a desk, and the chair was separate from it.
Yeah, this is something you can't get away
And,
with at Bishop Hogan.
And because there were people in front of me, I knew that the teacher couldn't see me, so I always chose a seat in the back. And basically that entire school year, I wore the exact same like gray sweatpants every day.
Oh,
And it had to be sweatpants.
Yeah.
That's grummy.
and I wouldn't wear any underwear underneath them. And what I would do is I would like spread my legs.
Everybody could just see your little chode gland.
Always.
No. Check
always
it. Check
wore
it. Check it. I always wore sweatpants.
Always.
Never any underwear underneath. And so I'd be sitting back there at my table, and I'd like spread my legs apart to where like the fabric of the sweatpants would kind of like what's the word I'm
Tighten?
looking for? Yeah, like tighten up around my
Clamp?
my
They'd
nut
be-
sack.
You're doing a clamping motion.
No, they'd be pulled
this-
taut.
yeah, so
like a hammock.
Like
This
grok.
is so imagine this. This is my nut sack.
It's like a sensu bean.
This is my nut sack,
That's
right?
huge.
And so now the seam of
He does have
the
some big
sweatpants,
balls.
the seam of the sweatpants tightens them and does this guy.
Oh,
So there's
so you
like a
got
ball
mammal
on
toe.
each side. Yeah,
So you just got
there's a
mammal
ball on each
toe.
side. And so then I'd get my little, 3rd or 4th grade chubby going or whatever, and so he's kind of like poking up this way.
Inside your balls?
No, because it's above the ball. What are you talking
I
about?
thought you were like saying you're putting your dong inside your ball sack.
No. It's just this was part of what needed to happen because then I would get my boner, and once the boner actually rose, I could just like do that, and all of a sudden I could feel my own prostate, like inside through the ball sack.
I thought this was going in a direction where you were gonna like titty fuck your balls.
no.
Fuck his own mammal toe.
I will say that I have
That
done
is
that
one
before.
of the few perks.
I've done that before. When I was experimenting, I would wrap my fucking ball sack around my dick while I was stroking because
This is
I've
what
got a
Christianity
very
does.
I've got a very stretchy nutsack. So the point is, so now I'm split in half, with the pants, and I've got the boner going, but I don't grab anything. I don't go inside the pants. I take my fingers and just start doing this,
Whoa.
just rubbing up on it, and it got really hot. But I would just do that and just like keep going, and
He's
then
stirring
that's-
his jibs.
Yeah, I was stirring in the jibs, and then that's
Aren't you so lucky you had an older brother?
but it worked. Is the thing is like it would get me there, and it worked.
Oh God.
But it got really hot, and like
I don't-
sometimes
I mean,
I'd get
yeah,
lost in the moment, and I'd be
It
like,
worked, but that's
I'd
not what this is about.
I'd start doing this thing. I'd start doing I'd get real into it, and like I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden I look over, and like my friend's staring at me because it's making noise. It's making like that's all you could hear, and it took a really long time to fucking orgasm that way. By the way. But they were very powerful because it was
I'm proud of
it was
you.
like direct contact with the
I really hope the camera just picked up this moment where me and Matt side-eyed each other, and Matt goes, "I'm proud of you."
Like he is the achievement.
It was hard, but I did it almost like every fucking day.
I'm still stuck on you titty fucking your own balls.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as it sounds. I mean,
I'm not-
maybe. I mean, I don't know, but maybe I have been blessed with a particularly stretchy,
his
member.
his nutsack was a fleshlight before fleshlight was out.
I mean,
But yeah,
you
you
have
just-
some
you wrapped
Hunter
it, you rolled it
Keller-esque
in there.
balls.
That's called the Romanian hot dog.
I've never seen your penis, but oh my god.
We should coin that on Urban Dictionary.
It's like whenever you have a hot dog and you don't have any hot dog buns, so you have to use hamburger buns.
You just use like a slice of cheese
It's like a,
to wrap it.
yeah. Didn't you have a similar story to tell?
What?
Well,
I'm sorry, but no one's ever done that. I'm like, what?
nobody's fucked their own balls.
I'm the only guy who's ever. Have they?
Damn.
I know I'm not the only guy who's
Guys,
done that.
I'm gonna quit doing the bit where I butcher our own email, but mention us on Twitter at PDP.
All spelled out.
All
with,
words.
with ease.
Yeah, like PPDP,
Exactly how it sounds.
and tell us whether or not you've fucked your own balls like they were a pair of double D titties.
Tell us about that Romanian hot dog.
Yeah. Tell us if you ever done the Romanian hot dog.
The Romanian hot dog.
Tell us if you've ever done the
I'll tell you one thing.
scratch technique.
If we got anything out of this fucking episode, we got vocabulary.
Yeah.
Got some words.
We're world building
We got
here.
the Romanian hot dog. We got the
Scrum Syrup.
Scrooge juice. Yeah.
Scrooge juice. Scrum syrup.
Scrooge juice is whenever you come out the day after Christmas.
Scrooge juice. Oh, God.
What was the other one?
I don't know.
Grummy.
Grummy. Yeah. Oh, that's not even what I was thinking of, but grummy. Yeah, just grummy.
I know I cannot be the only person in the world who's ever done weird
I
shit
think
like
that,
especially the pantyhose thing. Like, there's surely.
I think that you can probably find people that do these things that you do, but I don't think you'll be happy when you see the other people that do these things that you do. I think that this facade that you're creating for yourself, you're better off just thinking that you're the only one. I don't think you
All
want
right. Yeah.
I don't think you want to chase that rabbit.
No.
You just
I don't.
or whatever the Matrix version of that parallel is, the red.
I stopped jerking
I
off for like an
wouldn't
entire
imagine
summer
anything else.
because I had this wet dream where I was fucking this, I think she was like a Mexican chick or something, and I was like doing her from behind, and I looked down and she's all like oiled up, but she's got like a mane of ass crack hair. Tons.
You were just
Tons
an
of hair.
endless well of sexual repression, and I just
Bro, I had that dream and I
That girl with the dark, hairy asshole.
Bro, it was.
you are one step away from being that guy.
Yeah.
It was.
Did you have her? Yeah.
It's
But
2
it-
a.m.
Dude,
dark
for
skin.
some
I just ate
reason,
a quesadilla shoe, and if my wife heard me right now, she would be devastated.
it was bad. Like, because it was one of those really visceral dreams where you could like feel everything. Like, I could feel individual hairs wrapped around my dick, like while I was like going at it. And it was I mean, take the hair that's on your head, just thin it out a little bit, and then like straighten it out with baby oil.
Your
and that's
pubes are thinner than my hair.
yeah, I think.
I have some very coarse pubes.
I
compared to
sent
my
you
hair.
a fucking picture of them the other day, of one anyway. I sent you a sample.
Your pubes are beautiful.
He,
You commented.
speaking of which,
you said they were very straight.
so
I guess that's a thing.
when you were talking about that screenshot of
I
your
also
4-inch
said I
pube,
was surprised that they didn't
Yeah.
poke you.
No, they're soft.
That's what I was thinking.
They're
Though,
soft.
coarse pubes.
Yeah, no,
Pokey.
no.
this dude used to have a wallet pube, and it was he kept it in his wallet for years
Yeah.
because of the horrificness of knowing how long it actually is. Like,
Very abnormal.
it was he pulled a single
I
pube.
don't think this is the first time me hearing this. Sounds familiar.
It was like, is
The
it
wallet
it was
pube.
like what, like 10 inches long?
Easily.
Do you still
was
have
like-
the wallet boner?
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Like,
actually
wow.
it's still in the exact same wallet. I have a new wallet now because the other one
I think it would deteriorate if you picked it up at this point.
I don't think so. It's got like one little crack in it. It's starting to turn like
I thought it broke up. I thought it was in like 4 pieces now.
You used
no,
to like.
it has like one little crack.
Did
and
you used to
it's
jerk
turned
off in your
yellow.
wallet, like in the fold?
No,
Like in the
it's my
wallet
boner.
fold? What's that?
It's
my
a
boner.
Halloween boner.
What the fuck
color.
are you talking about? What is? Whose boner is it?
It's a
it?
picture. It's a picture.
Oh,
of
a
piece of-
picture of your actual.
No, it's a picture of a boner he drew with colored pencils.
It's actually it's
a lot ridiculous.
It's the word boner in,
Yeah.
in the shape of a boner.
inside of a boner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a double
And it was he did it. He just
dictandra.
the reason I kept it is because he did it on a memorable night. It was the night that we drove around Chillicothe in his tomato.
Was it on pumpkin night?
That was pumpkin night because we started at Brady's, remember, upstairs? Wow. And we grabbed all the pumpkins, and that was the same night. I just remember that. That's why I saved it.
Let's close on this. Let's close on
Pumpkin night.
on the story of pumpkin night.
Yeah.
Regale me.
It was a tradition of Matt and mine's for,
Yeah.
for a few years in our early 20s, where a few days before Halloween every year, we would go out in my red tomato, and we would drive all over town.
Mainly
And-
the rich places.
Yeah, all the richest
where they
places
keep
in
all the
town.
pumpkins and gourds and stuff out for like Halloween and
And we tried to steal basically all the biggest pumpkins we could find, but
Yeah.
pretty much every pumpkin.
Like how it's basically we're competing to see how much we can grab as they're rolling down the street, and we lunge out like a ninja, run up, grab as much as we can, and run back.
Absolutely shit faced.
It was like it was literally like a competition, like where Caden would come back. I got a gourd on this one. He had like 3 more pumpkins. Like, how'd you carry all that?
When Matt would grab like a big one, his scramble was so hilarious because his legs would be all spread out and he'd just kind of scuttle. I mean, we filled up my tomato
all the way to the ceiling.
Twice.
To the ceiling.
And so
Jesus.
Brady had a big place with like a
Big long
wraparound porch. We filled up that whole thing. And then we still had like some left over, so we had to put some in front of the side door.
On the stairs too.
Which Brady doesn't like to clean things up.
Oh yeah.
And so I mean these fucking things were just rotting.
They were starting to go.
Oh, and I would get drunk and then like pick up one and throw it in the middle of the road.
No, yeah, there
would
was
just be wake up.
No,
and
I was
there'd just be,
there.
like, shit all over the fucking road.
No, I was there the night that he had told you we had to get rid of the pumpkins, and we were already drunk at that point. And then that's when we launched like all of them. And Brady got
Threw
in trouble.
quite a few before we were like, we probably shouldn't. do
Yeah,
this.
and didn't Brady get in trouble by the city?
Nah, I think his neighbor bitched.
Yeah,
at him.
like somebody bitched about how all the pumpkins were just destroyed in the street.
We were not being quiet about it either.
Yeah.
We were just like fucking pumpkin.
Dude, we were launching them like a party. Like
This is on Elmdale Street, so this isn't like some fucking scuzzy neighborhood.
This is a nice
like-
neighborhood.
we were the scuzzy people, and his neighbor was like the ex-judge.
It's like Animal House, but just residential.
God,
like-
that fucking place. We did this several years, and it was a cherished tradition. I think that we're a little bit too old, but some of
dude,
you
we gotta-
young pups listening,
Maybe you got to
was-
carry that tradition
carry,
It was
on.
fun.
carry the tradition of pumpkin night.
Hear our words of wisdom and heed them well.
What's pumpkin in German? Not. Whenever
Take-
people
like,
aren't
take-
expecting it, but
Yeah.
you know, just so everybody
Just
doesn't know.
nice little.
I'll
yeah.
kiss you all in the mouth for listening.
He
to
will
the
do
post-
that.
Yeah.
Send us in them addresses.
Yeah.
I just
He's got to find you
I
somehow.
just-
Make
wanna-
sure you like and comment on our web zone.
Just want to mouth kiss you all on the internet.
Oh, I used to mouth kiss myself in the mirror trying to practice. For
Dude, I
girls.
did too. Try to see where my tongue's going.
Yeah.
We gotta stop right
Same
there.
mirror.
I don't know.
Probably. I mean, the same house.
I don't know.
This is kind of like oh wait. He told the Ghostbuster story.
I did. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Go on.
So I'm pretty sure I know what that story is,
I know.
and it really scares me if that's what I'm thinking it is.
Well,
Did it
you
involve?
guys kissing the same spot on a mirror brought me
Yeah,
to
sort
the
of.
story.
There's sort of
If
that
dialogue
helps
in
you.
it.
Was it about a certain action figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want. I already know.
The
don't,
green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We visited the story last episode.
I don't know what I was
Is
doing.
there any comments? Steve knew exactly what he was doing.
Do you know why I did that?
To spite him?
No, I didn't know he was doing it.
I know.
But you know what I was doing? I wanted to suffocate him. I don't know.
Wait, you wanted to suffocate the Ghostbuster?
That's the thing. Is like I would play, and I was like, he's suffocating. I don't know why. I just
Slow down.
I just like the. I just like the thought of me thinking I was suffocating
This
him.
had nothing to do with Steve at all.
I just feel like
It was just a happy coincidence. You were just making pretend.
I
You're
was.
looking around the room like, what the fuck could suffocate this guy?
Yeah.
And you're like, my asshole.
But the funny though, I was in water, like I was in a bathtub.
What? At least it got cleaned accidentally.
I think we need to stop.
No, that
Did you,
That was the best curl. He's just suffocating.
Dude, I was like I was like 5 or 6. I don't know what I was thinking.
You wanted to suffocate the fucking.
Yeah, see if my asshole could suffocate him.